In Good Time, Chapter 1, Sebastian, or Seb for short, Chapter 1, 4 p.m. I was sitting in traffic on a muggy, wet Saturday, AC trying its hardest. My long, wavy, blonde hair was soaked, and sweat was rolling down, stinging my green eyes. Right as I was sitting with my arm open and out of the window, it just stopped. Traffic both behind and in front of me purely stopped. The cars rolled only a few extra feet depending on how fast they were going. People slammed on their brakes to avoid crashes. I tried ignition again. Nothing. It seemed that my car had totally died along with the cars of everyone around me on the highway as well. I then saw people start to get out of their cars and just look around, and I heard something, almost as if it were, what, falling? I looked up, and that's when I saw it, a jet above me, and it was gliding, getting bigger each second. I ran and ducked down at the top of the hill on the other side, and waited. I looked around, and I noticed the shadow growing larger and moving. It finally went overhead, and I could hear the jet engines. I just sat and waited. Boom! I felt the ground rumble, and car alarms went off. I got up and went to the top of the hill and saw the crash a mile away. It was further down the hill. It took me close to an hour to walk home, all while noticing how quiet everything got. The world seemed to be on standby. Got back to my apartment, and it was quiet. Too quiet. Well, might as well start to see if my appliances work. Tried my radio to see what the news had to say about the plane crash. Nothing. The radio never even turned on. It was totally dead. I opened up the back and saw the wires fused together? How'd that happen? Put the radio down and picked up my landline. Silence, not even a dial tone. Walked into the kitchen and noticed the lack of any noise. I looked to my window and saw birds. But not only could I see them, I heard them too. Then went to the fridge and opened the door to get some food. It was totally dark. The bulb had shattered onto my food. I tried turning on the faucet to wash my sweaty face, and it dribbled for a second, then nothing. Looked out my window to the street and saw people looting and rioting. I thought it was strange and kind of darkly funny when I saw people stealing TVs. As what was the point if the power was gone? I saw a pillar of smoke in the distance, yet there were no sirens or flashing lights, so I took a nap. When I woke up, my pocket watch said it was 7:15 p.m., and I smelled much more smoke than I ever knew was possible. As I looked out my window, I saw nothing but orange. I froze, then my window shattered, glass all around the kitchen at my feet. Never even knew what blew up. I just carefully stepped into my room and went to read a book. I needed distraction from the current situation. I tossed and turned, as though I was just pure nerves, as the world was dark. And where was the light when you needed it the most? End of Chapter 1. Stay tuned for more.